Guys, it's time for Breakthrough with Coach Lew. Coming to you live from Accelerate Life University, XLR8Life.com. Coach Lew will help you break through anything that's stopping you. Are you ready to get the motivation, the energy, the life, and all the success you really want and deserve? With no further ado, here's Coach Lew.
It's Coach Lew, and welcome back to Breakthrough with Lew. It is Monday morning. We are kicking it into February. Yes, it's February already. And I have got a question for you. Did your New Year's resolutions fail you already? You're like, yeah. If you had to say, we have a challenge, guys. They probably have failed you. And you're not alone. You're like 98% of the world on that one. Okay, the bad news is, of course, some of them or all of them have failed you already. The good news is there's still time to turn that around. Okay, it is only February. We're 1 month into the year. Now, whether you're on fire and rolling through it and you've done everything you said you were going to do and you're rocking and rolling, or you have totally dropped the ball, we're 1 month into the year, guys. We're in the second month of the year, not even through the first quarter. You can do this. You can turn this around here and now. Okay. And all throughout February, my whole focus of the show on Breakthrough with Lew is going to be helping you pick up where the New Year's resolutions left off, or the goal setting, or however you call it, whatever you started to do that fell off, or we're going to pick it back up and we're going to amplify it. Okay. And if you're already rocking and rolling, we're going to take it to the next level. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen in January, what is the number one industry that explodes in January? The fitness industry. Everybody's going back to the gym. Everybody wants to get in shape. Everybody's going to do their resolutions. We're going to get it this year. This is going to be great. By February, 30 to 40% down. By March, 80% down from the January attendance in the gyms. Okay? That is crazy, right? Okay, and you might go, is it really that drastic? It really is. You know, coming from years and years of being in the fitness industry and being a trainer and a coach, it was like, wow, how many people flood in at the beginning of the year and 2 months later they're gone. Now, it's not only January. People flood in sometimes right before summer in May, and I'm going to get the six-pack abs for the beach, and they start to do really good, and then they're gone by July. And then there's the people that have been there for years and years, and they're just steadily making progress. Okay. How many of you have done this? Okay. I know not you, not me. Oh, come on. How many of us have done this? We've started a gym membership in January. We started a diet. We started a new path for our career. We started a savings account, an IRA, and the next January, it looks the same as it did going into this January. Wow. Okay, so we've all done this, right? So we can agree on that. Then you're going to stick with me today, right? Find out how to turn this all around. Okay. So we've also done this is the year I'm going to blank for real this time. This is the year I'm going to take off the weight. This is the year I'm going to find a relationship. This is the year I'm going to get out of the relationship I'm in. This is the year I'm going to open a business. I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to, make a change. I'm going to go back to school. And then the next New Year's comes around, and this is now the year we're going to do it. And then next year's the year we're going to do it. Okay? Let's agree. We've all done this, right? Shake, high five me on this one. We've all done it, guys. Okay? I've done it. Okay? You're not alone with this. We all do it, and we're all going to continue at times to do this stuff unless you catch yourself and you change it. Okay? So do we agree we've all done this at some point, correct? Now, how well has this worked out for us? Okay. How many times has this worked in our favor? Tell the truth. Have you gone on a diet and really lost the 100 pounds if that's what you had to lose, or the 10 or the 50? only to gain it back? Have you started, lost a couple of pounds, and then fell off because somebody goes, it's just a little bite of cake? And next thing you know, or you have a zag day where you overeat, and then it's like, well, it just spirals right back down. Okay, you can screw up once in a while. Okay, you can say, this year I'm going to save $50 a week and put it in a savings account. And you can go 6 months doing that and miss 1 week, and you can't say you screwed up. Just do it the following week and carry on. Same thing with, you could work out every day for 6 months and miss a week and not go, I'm going to throw in the towel, I've ruined the year. Okay? So let me ask you a question. Do you notice a pattern of doing these things in yourself? Maybe somebody you know around you. Have you ever looked and said, oh my God, here we go again. So-and-so's at it again. They're at it again. They're on the diet. They're quitting smoking. They're doing this. They're doing that. And they're just going to be right back there. I don't know why they even bother. Okay? Well, at least they're trying. At least they start. The key to it is what do you do to keep going in these situations? Okay? So, yeah. Did your New Year's resolutions fail you? I'd imagine they probably did. In some way, manner, or form. Why is that? Okay. New Year's resolutions are oftentimes not what they sound like. Resolution, to be resolved, you're like, boom, this is happening no matter what. That's resolve. Do you think usually on New Year's Day when you're going, oh God, I got a hangover, oh God, I got a cold from eating cruddy all throughout Christmas and stuff, do you think that is your best day to set intentions? Now, you might have gotten to bed at a reasonable hour, you might not have drank, you might have eaten well, you might be really super healthy and supercharged, and it's the greatest day in the world to set goals. Any day is a great day to set goals. New Year's Day is great. It's a change of a year. Well, Monday's great too. It's a change of a week. Friday's great too. It's the end of a week. Any day is a good day to start. Okay? And that includes New Year's Day. Why would you not set the tone for the year at the beginning of a year? But not with a hangover and not feeling like you ate your guts out over the holidays and everything. Literally, how about starting out on the right foot? Remember these little goofy things our parents said, start out your day on the right foot. And you're like, yeah, you. Well, some of them come to fruition as you continue to mature, okay? So what is the difference of the resolutions? Maybe you made 5 resolutions on New Year's Day, and you're stuck with one of them because you're getting rid of that belly or that butt, or your cholesterol's too high and I'm getting that down, and you've stuck with that one, you're resolved to that one, and the 4 other things you said you were going to do have fallen by the wayside. Well, kudos on the one, but what do you think is the real difference? Well, coach, I must get my cholesterol down because if I ever want to see my grandkids someday be born and take part in their lives, I've got to get my health together. I must. Oh, well, what about putting that $50 a week in your savings account you said you were going to do? Well, I really should do that because, I'm not getting any younger. Whoa, did you see it? I must get this cholesterol down. I really should do some saving. Big difference, okay? Huge difference. And that is really one of the biggest secrets to what I'm going to teach you throughout this series, guys, is the must and the should. When you make it a must, you get that resolve that a resolution should have. When it's a should, you should all over yourself. You're in a pile of should. You should take a should. Okay? You really should. You should it up. You shoulded the whole deal up. Must. When you make it a must, it will happen. Does not mean you don't have to do work. Does not mean you don't have to plan. Create a plan. All that stuff that goes along with this. And if you've been on the show with me a long time, you know what I'm talking about. But that is the key factor today, is understanding if you have followed through with anything you said you were going to do on New Year's, you've made it a must. If you have not, it's only a should. This is simple. This is simple. It's almost so simple that it's scary. It's scientifically based. It's emotionally based. It's faith-based. However, whatever way you want to look at it. What do you mean? How can it be faith-based? Well, I must not cheat because I believe that in my faith. Or I shouldn't cheat because if I get caught, it's going to cost me money. Well, okay, you see the difference. There's a must and there's a should. It's what you attach to it. It's not the actual activity itself, the goal itself, or some people are like, well, maybe it's not a potent goal that you set. You didn't set a strong enough goal. Maybe, that's possible. Or I really should save a few bucks here and there. Well, no wonder you'd put $1 in your savings account. I must save $250 a week for the next year to accomplish putting a down payment on a house. You see the difference. You see the physiology. And if you can't see me, if you're on one of the podcasts, you can hear the inflection in my voice of when I talk about this. Well, I really should put a few bucks away. I must put $250 a week away this year if I'm going to buy a house. You see the difference? It's so easy. Or you hear the difference. You might have caught me on that. You might be, Coach, I'm listening. I'm listening on a podcast. What do you mean? I can't see you. You should be able to visualize the look on my face, the hand motions, and everything else by the tone of my voice. Now, this voice in your head, I thought we were talking about my voice. The voice in your head called thinking, people are like, I don't talk to myself. I don't hear a voice in my head. That is a whole process of thinking, is asking and answering questions in your head. So yes, you have a voice in your head. Okay, that voice in your head is what's going to direct it. I really need to get up earlier tomorrow. All right, I'm going to hit the snooze button. I must jump out of bed right here, right now. Okay, that's like that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you were on the show last week, I think it was, when we talked about Mel Robbins' book, which I hope you've gotten it by now, the 5-second rule. But that's the difference. In that book, she taught you make things a must. On one, I must take action. Okay? Not I might, or I should, or I could, or I really think I should. I must. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay? I totally subscribe to that. And thank you, Mel, for bringing that to fruition. I know that that's probably been around and people have used it, and I've read it other places, but reading her book and listening to her book really cranked that one out. And her TED Talk was like amazing at getting you to take action and make things a must. That's a double edge there. You can take some action and you should do some things and you get a few things accomplished, or you can set the actions that you must do this, this, and this, map it out, and you get to where you're going. Now, do you always hit the exact pinpoint of what you set out for? Probably not. A lot of times you're going to exceed if you're really following what we teach here, okay? So understanding, the important thing today is to understand the difference between I should and I must. Feel the difference. I really should. I must, okay? So do it in your own voice in your own head right now. Think of something, and we're going to do this exercise together. And I'm going to be quiet for a second. I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Think of something that really, really that you want, that you need to take action on. And think about it in a frame of mind and just ask yourself, well, what should I do about this? Take a second. Think it. What must I do or else this won't happen? Ask yourself that tone and in your own words. You don't want to use my words in your head. They're not going to motivate. Well, hopefully some of mine motivates you, yes. But it's going to be your words, your wording that gets you to make it a must. Okay? So the biggest tool I'm going to teach you today is when you start to go, I want this, or I need to do this. Sometimes it's a need. Okay, what should I do first? No. What must I do first? And is this a should or a must? You might look at it and go, well, that's kind of a should if I get around to it. That's really not that important, but this is important. Okay? Go for your musts. You're going to get the most response, the most return on your musts, the things you make musts. Those are the important things. You know, we all should do some things, but are they really the needle movers in your life? Are they the things that are going to push you forward faster? If you're ignoring the musts out here and you're focusing on, oh, I kind of should do this. I should wash dishes today. Okay. How about I must get my podcast produced prior to washing dishes? Now, the dishes do need to be done, but they should get done today. What must get done is picking your kids up from school, showing up for work, opening your business, producing your podcast, whatever it is that's moving your life forward. The dishes should get done. But are they the top priority? Are they a should or a must? You might say, well, they must get done or else they're going to, we're going to get cockroaches. In the long run, yes, but there's going to be something we're going to teach later on about priorities and prioritizing and scheduling and all that stuff. This is going to be a fun month, guys. So today is kind of about introducing what the month is going to be about, but I really want you to link up in your head what we're talking about with the should versus must. Please make sure you have a strong understanding in your own heart and soul and your mind and connect that what the difference between I should and I must really is. Now, Wednesday, okay, next show, and now if you're listening to this after the fact and you're not live with me, Wednesday we're going to really delve into and learn why should and must determines your success or failure. The pieces, the mechanics of it. We're not doing the mechanics of it today, but there are the mechanics of why this should versus must determines true success or failure. And now, again, nothing is a perfect science when it comes to motivation, when it comes to goal setting. There are going to be variances. Things are going to come up. Things are going to happen. Okay. I had some beautiful plans for the beginning of this year. I had some not so beautiful plans for the end of December. Had a couple surgeries, and I wanted to get them done back to back and get them out of the way. Well, one held up the other one. The other one was worse than it was supposed to be. And I could use that as an excuse that I feel like I lost a big chunk of my January. I really got knocked sideways. This isn't to say poor me. Now, I'm like, okay, I really need to get the show going. I really should get things kind of ahead of the game and planning for the year. And there were a few things I didn't do because I just was really knocked sideways. I'm fine, by the way. The last one was triple hernia surgery. Okay. Now, me being your coach, I'm like, hey, one surgery, get all three, and same recovery. No. I was schooled and educated as to a little difference and I'm still hurting and I'm still cut and everything else, but I'm, not in the same spot I was last week. It's amazing. But the whole point is I must get going. I must get out and walk. The first few days, I couldn't walk to the mailbox. That was a lot. Jen had to walk me to the mailbox and back and be there with me. And today, and me, I'm a runner. Today, I didn't run. I can't run yet. I've not been cleared for that. But I am out and I got in 3 miles walking, which was better than 30 foot to the mailbox a week ago. Okay? So I must get my body back in, but I also made it a must that I am listening and not going to undo so that I have to ever go through that again. So I must do this in steps, or else I will be back getting snipped up, and I don't want that. Okay? So these are the things. This is what I want you to leave today with is must versus should. Okay? And then we're going to really delve into that Wednesday. Friday, you're going to learn the secret of what will actually get exactly what you set out to go for. Okay? You're going to learn there's a certain secret. It is secret sauce, and this isn't woo-woo, but there is a certain secret to doing this that gets us all together in a way that it is going to be easier to implement. Nothing's ever easy. I don't want to make it seem like set it and forget it, because you don't set and forget nothing, okay? Nothing that's worth getting, okay? But a way that you can get it a little bit on autopilot. Now that is exciting to me, because if you can get more done and you can get things to work in synergy, this isn't, and I'm not selling you on the concept, trust me, of multitask, because multitasking normally doesn't work. But multi-production can work when something is getting done for you while you're doing something more valuable, maybe you have to pay to get that other thing done, but the thing you're doing currently you make more on, or you're doing more on, or is more productive for you. Bingo. Okay, but there's a secret I'm going to share with you on Friday, so make sure you're on all week, guys. We're going to delve in. This is going to be a lot of fun, remembering that we have gone to 3 days a week on the show, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have an amazing day. So again, I'm going to ask you, should you be on for the rest of the week, or must you be on for the rest of the week? Your answer will determine what you do. Be blessed. Live with faith, energy, passion. Always live your dreams, guys. Thank you so much. And remember, the key to that is live your dream. Your dream was given to you. Live it. Have an amazing day. I'll see you on the next one.
Ready to take it to the next level? Tune in to XLR8Life.com for our live shows, encore presentations, life-changing courses, and live coaching with Coach Lew himself. As Coach Lew always says, live with faith, energy, love, passion, and always live your dream.